It's Madden NFL 22. It's the Hawks and the Niners coming up next.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Numbers, what stands out to you?
Brandon, I just continue to be amazed by the analytics of the game, and it's an area where I continue to concentrate and study because I'm still trying to figure out how coaches and coordinators can really crunch the numbers and find where to do it. It can be endlessly fascinating.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start the 25. The 49er offense coming out here for the first time, led by their quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo. Garoppolo, 5th season with the 49ers, 8th overall in the National Football League.
Athletic, accurate, strong arm, knows how to make something out of nothing, and is also an excellent leader.
First carry now for Trey Sermon. And not a sign of what's in store. Fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. Down now.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the...
Officially nothing on that last. Again, 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he lays in. And Charles,
that didn't take long, did it? And now they look at down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback.
So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down one away and force a 4th down.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Here on the punt, we're deep in their own territory. Niners off for their 2nd drive around. They really couldn't get anything.
They had to put deep inside their area, which means you're going to lose the field position battles. A little more consistency. It's a few times.
Down pickup. Good 3 and out on their opening drive.
I'd say right down that run.
Be something was today.
Same thing so freeze.
Now from the 3rd. And they take him to yard at the 20. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up, nor practiced it, because on 1st down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up 2nd and 3rd down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back. Boy, they closed quickly on behind the line of scrimmage.
Behind 2nd and 13. Sermon out 3 to the 30. Just not a room to operate there.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and he goes. A 3rd and long, he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, they shouldn't have been, but that was perfect execution of their nickel. That fifth defensive back, the extra defense, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll take it just outside the 40. They'll score that a 36-yard mark. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. This offense can field ready for their second drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of Victoria, you're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
credit him with a 1-yard gain there to get to 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their at the line. No space to try and run. A really nice job, small carry.
The 9. And down he goes. 49ers get there. And Nick Bosa is so quick on the outside. He gets in there to break down. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
If he was thinking there, progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Back to throw, Smith. That's complete back Dallas. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be short. They'll get a still a little short. 4th down. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. Has the carry, it does not, it's no good, and this will scoreless game. That distance, 56, 57 yards, so many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the weight kick under 65, this to the cross. Remember, you have to get lower about the interior. Kickers nowadays can pop it up in the air and still and carry it.
Down into Seattle. Tackled by Darrell Taylor.
And that's exactly what you want on a 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Garoppolo looks to throw. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And just before the line to gain, fork up leaves him with 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And they'll try and run for the first with Sermon. Albeit not by much on 3rd and a yard.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This is Sermon. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 1.
Yeah, stacked up in the middle of the line. much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Still 9 remaining on second down. Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he's taken down inside the 30. Ayuk 49ers.
And that's a more acceptable read right there. Own coverage, so timing is everything. Time he waits for his man to come, puts it right on him, and they pick up.
Sermon now on 1st and 10. And forward for about 3 itself.
Well, that's just bodies there, and that's when you got who's a tough guy, right? Who'd up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand. It gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the counter, Sermon. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pick out 4.
When you find that, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what, your coordinator? I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Joey Sly for the field goal of 40-yard attempt.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Assignment sound, staying in there, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Smith. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. We'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game. The 49ers now going to use the rest of their timeouts. So as they take it over, step aside. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. A 40-yard, no return, and that will come the offense as they take over. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's airing it out for Sanu. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. 33 yards that time.
One of the first big plays we've seen in this football game, and could that be the play that gets this game jump-started? It's taken a while as both teams have tried to settle in. Maybe now the pace will accelerate.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. A lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Garoppolo. Letting one go deep for the end zone. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
The exact slip necessary because at half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
To try here for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should be in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. See, ready to take over offensively. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it. Whenever you get an opportunity, you can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he'll take this 25 before going out of bounds. Give him 30 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now Gino on 1st down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 all right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
To throw again on 2nd down. Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Collins. And this will be a Seahawks 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Gino now to throw. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Turns the gain there, 2nd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap, to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting to 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Throwing on third down, Smith. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Drops this underneath, it's Mitchell. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
On 2nd and 10, Garoppolo. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Come on, baby.
So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports halftime report. First up, though, let's run through the next-gen stats for the Seahawks in that first half. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first 2 quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they too have found passing lanes to be hard to come by. As you see by the numbers, they'll need to figure that out in the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bucs ready here to begin the third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of want to... I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, another incomplete pass. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Smith. Drops it underneath for Collins. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throw, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 39-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jimmy Garoppolo and his offense heading back on the field. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
Now, he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And that is incomplete on the coverage. A little too good there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. There's Garoppolo to throw. Got a man. That's Ayuk. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of...
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. When you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And they'll run the toss here with Sermon. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Second and 12. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but to be able to throw guys open, and when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that to drop the pass. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. That one caught by Ross Dwelling. And he'll only get this to about the 44. Stop him short of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Joey Sly for the field goal. A 61-yard attempt.
And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
The Tampa Bay offense set to go again, and a tight game after punting last time. Something going on.
With a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Just 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Collins on the handoff. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone's safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid player. Half covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now we've got him out here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Training staff works on him. We'll step aside and be right. Took till the 2nd half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 at the... This is Dallas, and inside runs him off. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then finish with the tackle.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again to Collins. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring 3rd down.
Running game, you've just got to stick with it. 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that all doesn't mean you just do the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocks, few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running.
Out of the gun, Smith. And covers up at the end. The yardage. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his, but let's face it, defense is in a really stressful spot and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first.
A lot of counters, not a lot of plays. Get it right to the hands and take care of it.
They get it over to 5 yards. Row of carries, and you can say the key here, grind out some yards. See if you can.
Definitely, you want to bleed. Put the onus on the deep. Stop you. You can charge.
That is to 3.
Stringing up, no cutback angle. For him to go for 3 yards.
Get it 7 now from below.
We've seen the opportunistic plays on the ball.
Niners 6. They pick up the first there. That clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them. Pick up a first down. Either way, now there's
a 40. He'll punt it away. Possession. Drive after empty forward in the.
So this forget every batter right now. This drive here can erase
throw. And he goes not before 25 or 30.
Big field possessor after great option. Press there and it paid off.
Get some outskirts of the red zone here for Gino. Into his left. Do have a penalty. That's about. It'll be 2nd and 10.
That's how you get hurt.
Left calf bounds in the red zone to 20 yards. The giving up a 3rd down.
The finishing of getting his feet in, back tapping, and a foot dragging.
If you will.
Like it.
One of the thus far, the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. The arrogant Swain and the Seahawks, they track this drive.
Design that we're seeing, touchdown here and working their way. And when they see, take their shot.
A looming goal line
there.
9 on 2nd goal. That's going to go down as a long. This is why I don't get a point.
It's on my fan.
They've been denied. Here, Collins running it for as he could on night as we march toward a conclusion. Game now, 4th and. They go for 4th and goal. They can't hook up here on the fence. They hit the football, the red touchdown.
Able to punch it in and become. We're thinking we're giving up 6. In this case, they end up down at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
The carry by Sermon. The Reds following a Pete. Hawks going to use the first of their timeouts. Things over prior to this coming 2nd. And they go Jets. 4-yard line up the first. The gun after a nice game. That timeout. To have to burn one there after giving up the first. A knee. And 11. Midfield, 2 yards. He has been this all day long.
I like a guy's situation who you look at. That looks like the coach is going to what? You drop this one, you'll be facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school and carrying it around campus, right?
Drill right. Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in coach? He's a well, did
gone off in the
fun to work on in your pocket.